good morning and welcome to the Cooperative Extensions Cooking from the Farmers Market. I'm Elizabeth. I'm from AZ Health Zone, and I get the privilege of going to the farmers market and finding items that we can use our SNAP dollars on, and then getting to make you a great snack or lunch or perhaps even dinner. So today I found, or yesterday I should say, pecans at the farmers market. So one of the things that you can use your SNAP benefits on are different nuts. So there's pistachios and pecans and different things like that available. So we're going to use pecans today. We're going to make a apple broccoli salad. So you can find this recipe on AZ Health Zone. And this is a great way to add a little bit of vegetables and fruit to your meal and kind of make it interesting too. It's kind of a twist on the real popular broccoli salad. So we're going to start with some broccoli. Let me reach over here and grab that. So I picked this up from the grocery store. So regular broccoli. And as you can tell, I've already chopped some up. But I'm going to show you how to get my nice little florets. So just come down here to the stem and start trimming that up. So this one's a little bit bigger, so if you want smaller, just gonna cut some of the stem off and just kind of chop that right in half. And let's see, so you just kind of chop in there. If you like broccoli stem, you can keep that and use it in a stir fry. It's super crunchy, so it's really good. And some of these you can just kind of break apart with your hands to get nice little tiny florets. So there we go. All right, so we have chopped broccoli. Put this back. Dump that into our bowl. All right. And the next thing that is in this recipe that is very kid-friendly are apples. So I pre-chopped our apples and I soaked them in just a little bit of water with a touch of lemon juice to keep them from going brown. So I'm just going to strain that out right there. Shake and add that right in. So the recipe calls for 3 apples and 3 cups of broccoli. Now you can probably tell I'm not using that. This makes 6 really healthy servings. I don't need 6 servings of salad, so I'm just cutting it down a little bit. And I used a Red Delicious apple in this. You can use whatever you have on hand or whatever that your family likes. So next, another drain, is it calls for a tablespoon of red onion. I didn't have red onion at home, so I just used a white onion. If you've been growing green onions, you could probably chop that up and use those in there too. That would probably be really tasty. Wish I'd thought about that before right now. So I'm just going to put that in there. And I cut the onion up and soaked it in a little bit of cold water. It helps take away some of the bite, some of the tang or bitterness, spiciness of the onion. So this is, especially if you're serving to kids, it's a good way to use onion. So, and then the recipe calls for 1/3 cup of raisins. So I had craisins on hand, so I'm going to use those. And so I'm going to dump those in there. But you could use raisins or the dried cranberries or really any dried fruit that you have on hand. So all that goes in. And then last, it calls for a no-fat Greek yogurt, and this is your dressing. It calls for vanilla. So once again, this is kind of a twist on a traditional broccoli salad where it uses a lot of mayonnaise, sometimes uses sour cream. So it's using a sweet yogurt or lightly sweet yogurt, which also hopefully will make it a little bit kid friendly. So this calls for a half a cup of yogurt. So you can see I just got one small yogurt cup, just like regular from the grocery store. And because we are doing a little bit less, I'm going to go a little bit less than half a cup. I just give it a little stir. Vanilla yogurt is a good thing to have on hand. You can always add some fresh fruit to it or a little bit of granola and use it for a snack because it is lightly sweet. Kids really do like it. All right, so we're just going to put that right in there. All right. And then we're going to use our pecans. So the pecans we got from the farmer's market, the recipe calls for 1/4 cup. So around that. And you can tell that these are already chopped up. If you wanted them chopped up a little bit more, let's see if I can't show you what you could do. Move this out of the way. Move my mess out of the way here. So we're going to scoop out 1/4 cup, and you can tell like they're already cut up, broke up, but let's say you want them a little bit smaller. I'm just going to take a handful, just take a sharp knife, and then give them a rough chop. So you could go just like that, and that would break them up a little bit more if you want a little bit smaller bite on those. And scoop that in. Pour those right in. So there we go. Set those back. Move this out of the way. All right, and then we're going to mix all this up. So you're just going to stir it up. It smells good. And get everything nice and coated with the yogurt. So I picked up a couple of other things while I was at the market yesterday. I picked up some salad greens, and we're gonna have that with our broccoli salad. So I'll show you that in just a minute. This is a nice mix of salad greens. And I also picked up plants. Plants are starting to be available. I got some aloe because that's useful. I also got parsley, and one of the things that you can use your SNAP benefits on are plants. So plants and seeds are SNAP eligible. So if you are interested, start looking for especially herbs this early in the season. And I'm going to transfer this into a little bit bigger pot, and we'll put it right over here in my kitchen window. And hopefully next time we do a food demo, you'll be able to see it. And then I'll have fresh parsley right here in the house. So you can start finding those type of items. All right, so this is nice and mixed up. There we go. Everything's coated. And this probably looks familiar now. You're probably like, oh yes, I've had a broccoli salad before. There we go. And I took some greens and I already rinsed them out, and that is here. I'll put those right on the plate. There we go. And then I'm going to do a couple of scoops of our broccoli salad. There we go. And I think you'll find that the little bit of sweetness and the crunch will be appealing. Oops, lost a piece of broccoli. There we go. And there we are. So we have our broccoli salad. Great. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll post this on the YouTube. I'll put a link to the recipe in the comments. And I hope to see you next week when we see what we can find and make from the farmers market. Thank you for joining us.